Hey folks, Doug Blake with Body Design University. In today's video, I want to talk to you about the trans theoretical model and in particular, the action stage. So you've got pre-contemplation, contemplation, preparation, and then the action and then the maintenance stage. And one of the things to kind of keep in mind, it's very important that you understand is for two reasons. One is you'll probably get tested on it in some way, shape, or form. The other is that it's actually really pretty helpful, particularly when we talk about the action stage. Now, I have students that constantly ask me questions related to the different stages. Pre-contemplation, it's relatively easy to understand if you think about it, right? This is an individual that finds no issues with the quote bad behavior. And that's really what we're looking at with the trans theoretical model. Now, we got to keep this within the context of exercise and nutrition. I always want to point students to the fact that we are talking about behavioral modifications related to exercise, right? If you're not exercising, then the behavior of now exercising, and understanding that not exercising is bad behavior, right? It's just an easy way to think about it. It's technically not correct, but we say not exercising, not good, right? Exercising, good. So we want to help people to move from bad to good, or not good to good behavior, right? And exercising would be considered good behavior. Same thing with nutrition, a little bit more complicated in that there are behaviors that are occurring that are not so good, beneficial to a healthy lifestyle versus the behaviors that are good. So nutrition can be a little bit more challenging, but just specifically in response to some students that had asked me questions, what does it mean to be in the action stage? And this is what I want you to understand, is that when we talk about the trans theoretical model, we're talking about what are known as mental constructs, not just the behavior part. Remember, a person in pre-contemplation is mentally in a specific place. The behaviors that they're doing, they don't have any issues with them. Trying to incorporate new behaviors in their lives makes no sense. Why would I do that? People that are in contemplation, kind of going back and forth, and they've got the ambivalence thing going, but these are mental constructs, right? This is a way of understanding and thinking about behavior change. Hope that makes sense. The concept, it's where you get into the preparation sort of determination. People now are in preparation stage, now kind of going, okay, I'm going to do it, but I just want to check some things out, right? And they start investigating. And then the thought is, and now again, but keep in mind, these are mental constructs. So you can technically be in the preparation stage, and then this is the kicker: go get a gym membership, right? We see this all the time. It's called January of every year at every major health club, where we have an influx of people signing up to start working out, and we make a false assumption that they are now in the action stage, and they're not. Just purchasing a gym membership and walking in, going in and maybe even walking around and checking things out. You might even go over and grab a couple of dumbbells and kind of go, okay, well, should I be doing? You might even go through a workout with a floor trainer, but you're not in the action stage. Now, I know what you're saying, but aren't you taking action? These are mental constructs. One of the reasons why we talk about, and this is where I'm heading with the videos, that the action stage is a critical stage. And when we're talking about exercise, it literally means when people start exercising, but they've got to be exercising for a certain period of time before the mental construct truly kicks into, or the switch is flipped to be called action. Are they taking action? Yeah, but they are mentally still back over here trying to figure things out. You could technically say, yes, they are in the action stage. This is one of the reasons why we want to get people from action. That's great that you maybe started, or you came in and spent your first month for your gym membership, but it's the maintenance phase that we ultimately want to get folks to. And so the maintenance phase, generally, the number is about 6 months. It could be shorter or longer. What we say effectively is that the mental construct that is now developed, the maintenance stage, the mental construct from action to maintenance, is no longer about I'm doing it. It's now I'm not going to stop doing this. In other words, my belief about that new behavior and its benefits for whatever I wanted the benefits from, right? If I wanted to lose body for whatever the case is, has now essentially become a solid component of my mental or psychological way of thinking about this behavior, i.e., exercising, right? Or eating well, eating more fiber, more protein, whatever the case is. This is the psychological component that you must understand is critical when we talk about the TTM, trans theoretical model. Pre-contemplation, pretty easy, pretty simple to understand. Contemplation, yeah, sometimes we're not fully sure if a person's in contemplation or moving into this preparation stage, but we generally know by what we hear. Contemplation is, yeah, I kind of want to do it now that I think about it. I probably should be exercising, but I don't have the time, whatever the case is. That's a contemplative type of individual. That individual moves into preparation when they sort of make the mental, psychological, constructive assent to, I need to do it. But the question is how? How am I going to do it? When am I going to find the time? At least I've got this determination or now the desire to do it. I may or may not be physically moving into that behavior. And like I was saying, in the case of exercise, maybe I should join, and people will join a health club and they'll never go in and work out. Or like I say, they'll walk in, maybe piddle around, do a couple little things here, maybe go into the sauna. I don't know. But they're still in preparation, even though they physically went and paid for a month or a year for a gym membership. Just understand something, folks. Out of 100 people that join all the health clubs in this country in particular, you're going to see a fair amount of them that won't even come in and exercise once. They will pay the membership and then they slip back because they're in preparation. They're still thinking and they slip back sometimes into contemplation, ironically enough. Again, the fact that they walked in, paid a fee, maybe even did a workout or two, technically, psychologically, does not mean they were in the action stage. The fact that they went there was a behavior that they used to kind of put their feet in the water, test the waters a little bit. Don't confuse that with the action stage, because the action stage means they've actually started the behavior. Now, remember, going in and exercising once is not exercising from a behavioral perspective. It's testing the waters. You've got to be doing it on a regular, consistent basis. That technically now is mentally the action stage. And then, of course, it moves into maintenance. But I want to give you that little bit of information just to kind of help you and clarify if you have any questions on the trans theoretical model. If you have any comments, please leave them below. And just let me know if you have questions, even on what I went over, or if you want to get a little bit more in depth, and I can explain that to you as well. Remember, every Wednesday night, this is at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So 6 to 6:30, we do what's known as Quizlet Live. It's a great way, have a little competition. It's fun. Just make sure that you click on the link. You got to go into your portal, right, to get that link to go and play the Quizlet Live with us. Remember, Wednesday nights, 6 p.m. It's a lot of fun, a little bit of competition, and it's definitely going to help you learn the materials and pass your certification exam. So have a great week, and we'll see you next week. Bye.